Hello, hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me on what I hope will be a lovely episode number 5, playing Resonant Rise 3 here on our private little server. And I have been having some technical difficulties trying to record for you all. That's been delaying this episode coming out. Had some problems with DX Tori, but hopefully, crossing my fingers, even though my hand doesn't seem to have any fingers, I'm crossing them, that this is the one where I fixed it all and it's gonna work out. So let's just leap into this and do this. So it's been about a week since I've seen you all. It's very good to see you again. Glad you're here. So I'm gonna show you a few things that I have done in the meantime, and then let's leap into the things we set up to do in the last episode. Right now, you can tell I am standing on a little continuation of the base here on the island center, and it's still in the blue limestone theme from Artifice. I really like Artifice. I like what it does with the ores underground. I like this blue limestone. I mean, I know it's just another kind of gray, but somehow the blue just sets it off, and it's all in honor of the patch that I found here originally. Some of the natural patch is still in here going that way. And these columns are going to go up for, guess what? Another tower. I know I like my towers, but why wouldn't you want to get up high and see this lovely view of all this pristine landscape with its little disasters and everything? I've been playing more too with the carpenter's blocks. This one here you can see is a regular square cube. Can it be a square cube? But yeah, you know what I mean. And just trying to make it more interesting and also kind of give it that sheer strength that it would need in real life in order to work, to have the strength to hold up the big thing that I'm going to put on top of it. And down there, you can see I've got some angular buttressing too to support the whole thing. We'll go down there and check it out in a second. But I just wanted to show you the scaffolding too. This is bamboo scaffolding from Growthcraft, and it's made from that bamboo there that's so good looking, of which I've imported some onto my island. And it does all the things that you would expect scaffolding to do, just like the industrial craft scaffolding that I love so much. If you break it, they all fall down. And there should be 20 of these. Probably caught one, yep, up at the top there. That's how high an elevator can go. If I put an elevator down here and I want to go up, so I was just testing how high that would be, and if that's something we want, we want it to be that high. So you can see when you right click on these, they kind of glitch out for a second, but you can see that they're going up from the top. If you go too fast while they're glitching out, one gets stuck on the side like that. But there is a 19 high tower. And in the interest of conservation of resources, even though they're digital, let's put that back in there. Okay, there's the 20 high tower. So yeah, speaking of elevators, I've been having fun with elevators right here. They're nothing new. You know, if you've played with modded Minecraft and open blocks, but they sure are fun. And they've been allowing me to extend myself from my little base here and stop being such a homebody and get around all over the place. So I've been taking voyages away from the island and exploring and gathering flowers for Botania and finding bees for forestry and extra bees, and going a little distances here too, not far, but I caught some sheepies, a brown one and a black one, and now I have lots of brown ones and black ones. Nothing too fancy here, but it's been keeping me in wool. Over here, I've corralled in some chocobos. Let me grab those feathers. And there we go. My hang glider wasn't right-clicking away. But these guys are pretty cool. We saw them earlier, but they were just bobbing around in the lake here, and I was afraid they're going to drown. By the way, I don't know how it happened. I'm trying to learn Chocobo. I don't know how it happened, but there's a bunch of ice over here. And that's really strange. Oh, and also, here's a neat trick. My traveler's boots with the lily pad augmentation allow me to walk on water, which is, without this, it's this slow. But then if I put on the hang glider, then it goes this fast. And then if I run while I'm doing that, I go this fast. And then if I jump while I'm doing that, I go even a little faster. So I can kind of speedboat along on the water just with these things. So here I go. Okay, I'm having too much fun. But speaking of chocobos, I need to learn more about it. I've got the gist that you can ride them and you can breed them into different kinds of chocobos, and each of them will have different powers or abilities. So I've got set up right here to make a Chocopedia. And then I'm going to do my research between episodes and learn about how to do these guys. And it looks like there's only 24 pages. I'll click through if you guys want to pause, read it yourself. But yeah, I have that. I can just toss it in my bag of holding for now. While I was trying to record before, I also made a Lexica Britannia, and I got lots of fireworks for doing that. And that was pretty fun. But I'm going to study up on the changes in Britannia as well. I'm definitely fairly familiar with it at this point from the last series, doing Direwolf 20. But Vasky keeps adding more stuff. I was watching Direwolf's 3-part series on all the editions. So much to do with that. We've got a thing full of Britannia flowers right here, so hopefully that's going to be enough to get us started in one of these upcoming episodes. Oh boy, the blood moon is rising, and it's sharing space with Pneumaticraft. I'm also building up for that. And speaking of mods I've been doing research on, I've also done research on the Fossils and Archaeology Revival, and that seems pretty simple. So it's not going to be long before we've got some dinosaurs roaming around here too. And I guess that will get an episode as well. And as soon as that touches the horizon, I am going to jump in my nice little carpenter's bed here with the purple sheets, the purple blankets, and the green topiary frame. And yeah, let's forego that blood moon for now. Even if I could fight off all the mobs, that red is just for 10 minutes of my video. Nope, nope, nope. So a couple more things to show you real quick, and then we'll leap into action. Just get a little altitude here. Is over here, another not very fancy corral full of pigs and sheep. And I got pigs, which I don't normally do because for some of the Ancient Warfare NPC recipes, I'm going to need pork chops and chicken. So I've got some chickens I got to show you too. That's why I got pigs. But the couple things I want to show you about the cows here. First, I've got this simple little wheat field just by the water, about as basic as you get. But one trick I learned, which is pretty neat, I don't know which mod does this. I don't know if it's Harvestcraft, but if you right click on these, any crop with its seed or a seed, it harvests the crop and replants it, and you can just hold right click and it does it all. That's pretty cool. And let me get these seeds down here. It's not an automated farm yet, but it sure makes it easier. You just run around holding right click and everything's planted. And it does mean that you can automate it now with, say, like an autonomous activator or anything that can right click now has the ability to harvest and replant in one go. Gotta go get that piece of wheat without trampling my fields. So that's pretty neat. That's something I learned. And oh yeah, as soon as I get some hunger, let me hold on to those, I can eat some toast. And toast turns out is the most amazing food ever. Who knew it? But you just bake bread twice, and bread can still be made like this, where you just take one wheat and you get the wheat flour. So you get one bread from one wheat, and then you cook it a second time, you get toast. And oh my God, toast like gives you so much saturation. You can see as I hold it, if I could eat it now, it would totally fill my saturation. I don't even know how many drumsticks it gives me because I haven't let it go down that far, but Yeah, toast is where it's at. And one more thing is that I put full lapis on my hammer here. And the Tinker's Hammer, I think, is one of the only tools I know of that can be looting and fortune at the same time. Because not only is it a tool, but it's also a weapon. And I can bang my poor cows on the head. A little lag there. But when I do, I'm sure to get a bunch of leather as well as raw beef every time. And so that's been helping keep me in leather. Let me start and stop the recording real quick because that's been the technical difficulty I've been having. Make sure I don't lose all this and make sure it's working right. I'll be right back. Hey, it seems to be working so far, so we're rolling. At least I know that intro won't be lost. Now, I've got a bunch of these around too that help me get back to my island. Just little ladders up trees and things that give me enough altitude to work my way back. And one last thing on our return trip is over here by the sheepies. I've got a secret lair underneath. We take this ladder down and I've carved out enough space to do a 64 by 64 quarry. I think we're just going to start with a regular old Buildcraft quarry to begin with. And this allowed me to do even more mining, and there was tons of caving that came out of this as well. And I've been getting lots of resources by hand like that, but to keep doing all this fancy modded stuff, I got to get the resources coming in even quicker. So that's going to be the plan for that. And if we go down here, bam, actually I keep getting that damage. Let me do one thing also that I've been waiting to do with you all is in here I'm set up, take these out. If you take four slimes, of course you get a slime block nowadays, but if you put a redstone in there, you get a Tinker's Slime channel, which is their fancy way of moving stuff around. And you can put that down and it would be like a little slimy water stream. And then if we add a slime ball to that, we get these bounce pads. And I haven't played with these much. Let's check this out. Boing! That's pretty cool. Boing! Oh, missed it. Boing! And you just walk on it, it bounces you up. You don't even have to jump on it. That's cool. Anyway, one of these days we'll set up a transportation system where we just bounce along with those bounce pads. But for now, I'm going to take my boots off. And in addition to the water walking, which I may or may not keep in the long run or make another pair that doesn't have them. But if we do that, now we get slimy souls. And that's supposed to help reduce fall damage. And I don't know if you can enchant these too and also put feather falling on them. But let's drop from here and see how good they are. So let me see if I went over here just to the height of these things right now. Let's see what happens when I jump off. Oh, I didn't get any at all. That's really cool. Let's see how we do if we go all the way to the top. Let's see if I can kill myself or not. This is 20, so it should be just shy of our death, technically. Hey, 3.5 hearts. That's not too bad at all. So hopefully that'll help prevent me from falling to my death again, as I want to do when I'm doing projects like this or like this. And down here, let me see what I can show you. Oh yeah, this reminds me too. I've been getting ready for Piggy again, so he won't work his way down into the mines like the rest of his kindred. And Piggy is, you know, if you remember, is our mascot here. Not like those other Piggy clones over there, but he is the Piggy from here. And somewhere over here I had set up to give him a name tag, because a lot of you were very concerned about Piggy in the comments from the last episode, and I really appreciate that. I'm sure Piggy appreciates that too. So we got the name tag. That's supposed to help him have more hearts. And yeah, I'm helping to keep him from going downstairs. When I go past there, it's supposed to do that. Yeah, this is a little buggy. There we go. To click that. But these are the carpenter's garage doors. So that's pretty neat. And I've got another set of them down here. This area I've carved out. This is going to be my ME system. And look, we got a little Nautilus. Oh, poor guy. Did he fall out of the water and die? Oh, I didn't mean to make a nautilus trap here. Oh well, now we got some shells. You need to get back in the water. Oh well, we're gonna have another shell. There we go. Alright, well he wants to be here. Anyway, I think they endlessly spawn. And that's the first time actually they've been trapped in here. Usually they're out here, but yeah, this is our kind of window onto the nautiluses and the coelacanths and so on. Oh, poor guy. I tried to save you, but I will save your shell. There it is. But yeah, this is just an area where I think I'm going to put the ME system. I've been having fun categorizing everything in chests, but I spend a lot of my time doing that. Every time I go somewhere, just running back and throwing things in chests, and it takes a lot of time that I could be spending doing other things. So this is down here now. Got some more resources from doing that. It connects up here with my little XP essence berry bush area, which I've been diligently harvesting, storing up lots of XP that we're about to use before this episode is over, hopefully. But just lots of harvesting and clicking on things. Nothing automated yet with that, but I've got that chest and that chest, and I've got all this XP in these tanks as well, so we're pretty set up. Oh look, and we're ready to eat some toast. I'm so excited. Let's eat some toast. Woohoo! Look at that. Look at my saturation. I won't need to eat for a while. Who knew? Who knew? And yeah, let me see. I've been playing with carpenter's blocks down here too. It's a little funky on this side. I had set it up to just kind of bevel in this entrance here just to make it a little bit more interesting. And then it was all flat on this side, so I kind of bulged it out with the carpenter's blocks. Just having fun with it. So, yep. And I'm going to pause the recording again just to make sure that I keep this part. Hey, all systems go. So hopefully I won't be having that technical problem anymore, but I'm just going to keep stopping recording every once in a while just to make sure that I save what I have. And a couple more things to show you real quick before we make some stuff. Down here and down here, I've got chickens. And I know this is no big deal, but I did throw this fancy vacuum chest on top of it, and it has been collecting tons of stuff. We've got eggs and feathers for days. So this should handle all my need for eggs if I ever decide to feed Kakemuras and Botania or something like that. And feathers. But I think I gotta kill some chickens pretty soon, because as soon as this fills up, then that's gonna be it, and I think this is enough. So pretty soon we'll be having fried chicken. And down here I've been using this spot, I've taken it out right now, for a dimensional anchor. So I've been chunk loading the base a little bit, and that's what's allowed me to save up this much stuff and do and okay, here we go. We got it. No, get out of my way. We need some fine tuning with that, obviously. And here, the personal detector, what do they call them? Player sensor from Melissa's stores is on the ground. It's sort of like a pressure plate, but other things can't trigger it. So that works pretty cool too. Anyway, I've probably used up a bunch of time already, but I'm all set up here. I got all this junk in my inventory. Oh, this is nice. Let me just throw this stuff in here so I got a maximum amount of space. I can go up there for now too. And the wheat flour is we set up, well, last time we got as far as making obsidian ingots and dark steel. So we can put those to use right now. And let me see, right here, I'm getting set up to make a jetpack, and we're going to need to make some mechanism stuff first to do it. And it's going to be an armored jetpack, and this is the way to do that. I've been making diamond dust, and I'm kind of leaping ahead. I should have made this other mechanism stuff first, but we'll get back to it. To make diamond dust, this is hilarious. I've been using this basic duster from Buildcraft Editions, and it's even better than the Applied Energistics grinder, which you right click on a little grinding lever here to do this. You jump on it. And you jump on it 8 times, and that didn't work for some reason. It always works. You jump on it 8 times, 2, 3, 4, and okay, you get diamond dust. It must have stored up some of that kinetic energy. But we're ready to make 2 armored jetpacks. And over here, oh yeah, the thing I've been waiting for, the enchanter. And that's going to go over here in combination with an anvil. Eventually we'll make a dark steel anvil because that will last longer. Bang! And now I can do a ton of enchanting of my gear. Let's make some gear first though. Over here, I kind of leapt ahead. But over here, ready to go to make an electric pump from mechanism. And then this is the electrolytic core that goes in this device, the electrolytic separator. So we got that. And we'll need some tanks to charge up because we're going to power this with hydrogen, the jetpacks, and some pressurized tubes. And I was not in a big hurry to get a jetpack. But, oh yeah, and there's one more thing that I can get to by hang glider that I need to show you before I start using this jetpack. But the nether was so vicious that I felt the need to fly there and get around, because being earthbound or netherrack bound in the nether, I got my butt kicked last time. So I need flight because some of these mobs are just really buffed. So I need flight and I need better gear. So that's what we're doing right now. So being this buffed hopefully won't be OP. And I forget if these electric pumps can connect directly to these guys. It does seem like it's working. That's excellent. I've got power hidden behind here. These are facades right here. These are actual blocks. But this looks good. We are building up hydrogen and oxygen. And we need to dump the oxygen for now because we're going to be building up more hydrogen than oxygen. And later on, we may have uses for that, but not yet. And I don't think this can connect directly. No. So we're going to need to connect that up with the tube. And I'm afraid if I break this, I'm going to start some sand cascading down. Let's see. Can I do this? That connects right on. So now I think, can we put a tank like that? We can. So hopefully this will start filling up with gas. No, this isn't connecting properly here. So I got to futz around with this a little bit to get that to work right, I guess. It's been a minute since I did this. So it just had to be on the hydrogen side, not the oxygen side. Okay, that makes sense. And can we hook it up to a tank like that? We can. Cool. So we are getting hydrogen stored up there, and we can use that to charge our first jetpack. So with that done, let's go ahead and do it. All right, there is a jetpack made, and I forget what went in the middle here. Oh yeah, it was another one of these. So we got 2 jetpacks. So that's if we die, we can put another one on. I've learned that that's pretty important, and we're going to armor it so that we can, because it goes in the chest plate slot. So if normally a jetpack would be a nerf by allowing you not to have a chest plate. So that's all good. And then finally, last main thing in this episode is making a bunch of obsidian ingot stuff. First, we could make the whole set of obsidian armor. So we got the leggings, the helmet, and then we could make chest plate and boots. I will probably keep my traveler's boots for now until I get a sojourner's sash from Britannia, because I like being able to walk up blocks and not have to jump, and that actually saves me a lot of food as well. And I'm going to take this whole set and I am going to enchant it over there with the enchanter and get that all done up. And then last thing I wanted to make in here is, let me see, I need some sticks. grab some sticks. And Iguana Tweaks has nerfed most of the vanilla tools, but these are not vanilla. We can make an axe and a shovel out of obsidian. So there's the axe, there's a shovel, and there's a pickaxe. And then if I put these together in the right order, I don't remember what it is, we can get, that's not it. That's not it. There we go. The obsidian paxel. And this is the everything tool. And it does plus 13 attack damage. And we can probably enchant the heck out of that too. And I think even by itself, it does a great job with things. So that's pretty cool. I've made all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead off camera and use the enchanter to get all this stuff enchanted up. And one other thing I want to show you before I use my jetpack. Oh gosh, this is no good for an episode, and it's not night, so I can't sleep. You know, for the purposes of you guys, I'm going to do this, because that just does not make good video, and I swear it rains more than 50% of the time. So, with no guilt, I'm going to stop the rain, get my hang glider, and show you guys one more thing. And if I have time, I'll come back briefly with the enchanted armor and show you what I did. If not, we can start next episode with that. I've probably used up all the time, knowing me. Talking. And it's early in the morning again for me, so I've got my morning voice on, but so be it. Tried to record yesterday in the prime time and didn't work out, so this is when I can do it now. But I've been exploring around, and over here, not far away from my base, I found this nice little plateau. It's a moor. It's flat. It's got big holes in the world. But it's got this very cool recurrent complex small fort ruin over here too, full of goblins, hobgoblins, which I don't like anymore because I found out these guys kill villagers. So I don't like them. Villager killers. Not that there's any villagers here, but I am going to have NPCs here pretty soon, because this is where I'm going to do my ancient warfare stuff. Right here, setting up the NPCs, doing the farms. I've been checking out some videos on them. They're kind of dorky, but it's kind of cool. And I can give them custom skins and stuff, so we'll get into that. I have to start some research for that too, but this seems like a good place to make like a little mini village. Good flat place to do farms and stuff. And the trees in this moor, they are amazing. I could knock one of those down and get tons of wood, but I'm not going to do it because they're so good looking. And over here, I've been doing a lot of my tree farming to get charcoal and stuff. Anyway, let me head back to the base and enchant that stuff. And I also want to show you one more thing. See you in a second. For the next episode, I have been getting ready to do the quarrying. And we have all these materials all set up here, ready to go for next time. So I'm going to cart those over there. And this is the charcoal I've been making with all that wood that I've been farming up there. I got my lumber axe all the way up to master doing it. So that's very cool. When you chop down wood with a lumber axe, you get points for every one of the blocks that comes down. And over here, I've got a precision sawmill that is great. I don't think I have any logs on here to show you, but it turns each log into 6 planks, which is awesome. And then you also get this sawdust, and the sawdust, if you put 4 of them together, you get this cardboard box. And cardboard boxes are great for moving stuff around. I can box this up and then grab it and then move it somewhere else. So I'll move it down to the quarry and get things set up, and then shift right click on it, and everything's still in there in the right order. So that's one of the ways I've been getting set up for next time. All right, see you in a moment. And I just remembered, instead of showing you all my enchanted stuff at the end, which I haven't done yet, we'll start with that in the beginning of the next episode. I just remembered I have a very important thing to do now that we have the anvil. So I'm going to throw this in, and this is going to be Pig E. There he is. Pig E. He needs to come back out. Now that we have all our Melissa's doors and our carpenter's garage doors and everything, he should be safe and not playing with lava anymore. Take him back to his rightful home here in the machine room. Hello, Piggy. Welcome back. And you want some carrots? Oh, you love me. I love you too. All right, everybody. This is Monkeypuzzle and Piggy. We're signing out. See you next time with some buff gear, and I'll get some stuff in the nether, go find a stronghold, and then get that quarry going. I want to experiment with some new kinds of power, or at least new to me, nothing too big of a deal, but just getting all the basics covered before we delve further into more and more fun mods. So lots to do, lots of episodes coming. See you soon. Thanks for watching until the end. Monkeypuzzle signing out. Bye-bye. Oink, oink. Come on, Piggy.